Whatever Snape's hair looks like that. Anyway, welcome to the Duke City Chronicles. Hi, I'm Jason Russell from Critical Dice, and welcome to the Fable 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. You're watching the Duke City Chronicles, a Monster of the Week stream set here in my hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can watch us live here on the Fable 42 Twitch channel, Friday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Pacific, or if you're one of the blessed few, 4 p.m. Mountain. We're going to go ahead and do our starter giveaway, exclamation critical in the chat. So go ahead and do that to enter into a giveaway that we could win a set of critical dice from me. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that. We'd appreciate it very much. If you have a free win from Amazon Prime that you're not doing anything with, now you know what to do. And with that, let's go ahead and do our player and character introductions. I want to start with Anne because she wasn't here last time. And so I think we should put her front and center. Anne, go ahead.
Hello, I have returned. Sorry for my hiatus, but I was out cold, so now I'm back. My name is Anne. You can find me on Dusty Wings Illustration on the gram. Otherwise at MZ Dusty on Twitch. You can follow up my sci-fi game that I'm running. I think our next game is this Sunday. You want to check it out, it's every Sunday. So yeah, I play Fiona. She is a little demon lady and we love her. And she's the spell slinger playbook.
Yeah. And she's not a little demon lady because she's Irish. It's there's mechanics. Stacks, do you want to go next?
Hello, I am Stacks, also known as the Judgy DM on social media. Oh, I didn't notice that you did the little pointy finger.
That's new. I'm just trying it out.
I thought that was like the whole thing. I normally just... Anyways, you can catch me anywhere on social media with Judgy DM attached. You can also catch me on Dungeon Mechanics doing crazy shenanigan work out that way. But today I am playing Gates. He is from the Monstrous playbook, and he has a hitchhiker, alien kind of passenger attached in him.
With him.
I don't know where that.
Keeping that joke to myself.
Yep. Next.
We did promise chaos at the top. Let's go ahead and quickly segue to Bridget.
Hi guys, I'm Bridget. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at string_theories_. And I am playing Suki Buchanan. She is the spooky playbook. She's a 70-year-old, heavily tattooed Southern art professor at the University of New Mexico. And she talks back to the dead for a living.
Beautifully done. And GW.
Hey everyone, I'm GW. You can find me here every Friday on the Fable 42. You can also catch me on IG and Twitter under GW005, 2 B's, 2 zeros. I am Quavon Whispers, aka Q, the Divine Playbook, and the leader of Team C4, baby.
Not sponsored.
I had to. Not sponsored yet.
Yeah, not sponsored.
Come out of C4.
No, please don't. And I am. It's an energy drink that I found.
Oh, good. This is going to be a great stream.
To get popped.
And he's playing Quavon Whispers, the angsty, edgy angel boy.
That too. Hi.
Who's now heavily caffeinated. And I'm Jason Russell. You can find me on Instagram and heaven help us, TikTok at Critical Dice. And we are getting back after our Q&A episode into our current and new hunt called The War.
It's an amazing place. Most people have no idea where it is, but we're okay with that. We've got mountains, rivers, deserts, and over 300 days of sunshine, and some of the most diverse and wonderful people you'll ever meet. It's a great place to live, and I definitely encourage you to try it. But we also have our dark side, our own ghosts, secrets, and legends. Most of them are true. For thousands of years, people have been living here and dying here. This is Albuquerque, but it goes by many names. The 505, the Burke, my favorite is the Duke City. These are the Duke City Chronicles.
Previously on the Duke City Chronicles, a giant wave of energy, of force, as wide as the horizon, 20 feet tall, came sweeping down Tramway. Both Fiona and Suki detected it coming at them and were able to protect the C4 team in the Mustang. Fiona put up a barrier spell, a multi-sided dodecahedron of arcane energy, and then passed out. Normally, I would give you guys more of a recap, but today we're going to start with Fiona. And it's more fun when she doesn't know everything that she missed. So, Fiona, you wake up and you are in what looks like your room at Sunset House at the residence of Suki Buchanan, and it's about middle of it's actually evening. Still dark outside. You're not sure how long you've been out, but at least long enough for you to get from the car back to the house, and things are beginning to come back to you. You remember the feeling of energy pulsing toward you like a wave. You remember muttering a quick spell, frantically trying to protect the party, and then nothing. And now you woke up here. I will tell you a couple of things of note as you're kind of clearing your head and sitting up. The room looks a little different. You know it's the room you've been staying in. The bedspread's the same, the pillows are the same, but the few scant possessions that you brought with you from 1945 or have purchased since your arrival are not in this room. Your phone is still with you. It's in your pocket. You have about half a battery, but nothing else of yours, and there's not much, is here. And the house seems to be dormant. There's no activity, no, Suki talking to herself somewhere off in the kitchen to people she claims are ghosts. You seem to be in the house alone. It's pretty still. What would you like to do right now?
First thing I'm going to do is check all the body parts, and I am intact, correct?
They are all there and
Okay.
in the right place, which is a nice little change.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I feel okay. Like, am I like fully healed?
Yeah, I don't think, how much harm did you have before all this?
I had 4.
You had taken 4 harm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say you can erase 2 of those marks. So you're at 5 out of 7 health for your harm. So only 2 marks right now. You're a little groggy. Like you feel like you've worked out in the yard all day, like physically tired, but otherwise you're fine. Okay. You suspect that probably that spell and it kind of having to do it fast and not knowing exactly what that thing was probably took it kind of out of you.
Okay. Well, hey, Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost. I'm going to look around and I'm going to stand up. Is anyone in the house?
You kind of step out of your room and top of the stairs looking around, and you don't hear anyone making any noise. Like I said, Suki's usual chatter isn't downstairs. Go ahead and give me just a straight sharp roll.
5.
6. 6. Okay. Yeah, nothing really going on. There's some little creaks and groans that could be wind or just old houses being an old house, but you seem to be here all by yourself. Now, when you were calling for the ghost, did you expect an answer? Because I don't know if we've established that you have spoken or ghosts have spoken to you, rather.
No, I've met Ghost. I've seen
Mhm.
floating teapots, so I
Yes,
know
you
Ghost
have.
is here.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
craving some tea right now. So.
Yeah. So you get down into the kitchen and the pot is on the stove, but it's cold. It looked like it was filled, but never turned on. And you can see that some things are kind of moved and stuff that makes you think that maybe some people were here recently, but no big activity. Like maybe they came in, grabbed some stuff, and then left again.
Okay. And I don't know what time it is or what day it is, so I'm gonna look.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I look at my phone. What's the date on the phone?
So the date on the phone is still the same day, and it's about 9:30 at night.
Okay.
So you would estimate you've been out for maybe 2.5 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna send Q a text, and it's gonna say where you at, and like, just a U and like the @ symbol, like trying to be cool.
Such a quick learner.
And
Wow.
like, yeah, and it takes me like 5 minutes, but I eventually send
Yeah, because you keep kind of like trying to go to the emoji, but you end up like on the capital side of like the numbers, and you get all the special characters, and you're like, okay.
There's definitely like a tropical fish emoji and a roller coaster for some reason.
Mhm. And you feel like they have meaning, and you're just like, I don't know what it is though. This means something. Like the little kid with the mashed potatoes. And yeah, you send that text off, but you don't get an immediate reply. Is there, while you're waiting for Q to get back to you, is there anything you'd like to do, mundane or magical?
Can I now, as I'm sitting here kind of
Mhm.
waiting and looking around, and it's like quiet and I'm getting a little worried, can I cast some sort of spell of foresight so I can see where they're at?
Yes, you can. In fact, so this will be under use magic. You can observe another place or time. So do you want to basically like scry on the team?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll use magic. So that's plus weird.
6.
6 total.
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, so it does not work. So you basically, what you get is like a shimmer, and unless you want to describe this, but I'm imagining a kind of a shimmer in the air, like a magic mirror almost.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
so.
Kind of a shimmering like pool of like water in midair in front of you, maybe about 2 feet in diameter. And it starts to clear, and you can see the outside of Sonny's pawn shop. And it gets ready to zoom in, and it just goes unstable and warps, and then the spell breaks. You can mark experience.
Damn it. Back to my crappy rolls, y'all.
Used them all up in the first thing.
I know.
Unless there's something else you want to do, I can jump to the other side of the team if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of chill.
Okay.
And kind of recover, rub my back a little bit.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. And while she's doing that, Q, you didn't feel the text go off in your pocket because it came about the same time that you were in Sonny's pawn shop with the rest of the team. And Sonny has just informed you that, yeah, because Riley died in the explosion.
No, Sonny. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hey, listen, Q. I'm pretty sure he did. All right, if you catch my drift.
No, he died closing a ley line.
What ley line?
When we it's a long story, but when we got shot back here, Sonny, there was this huge, I guess, ripple or whatever in time or space or something, and then in the ley line, we were in the white sands or something, and the ley lines were, I don't know, they looked angry or something, and Riley went to close it using that book you gave him.
Yeah, but you're telling me that did happen and didn't happen now.
No, that explosion at the school that didn't happen.
Yet here we are. Look, Q, 1 second. And he walks into the back and comes back and he's holding the book of sacrifice. And he says,
That's the one.
yeah. So remember how I told you when you were going after Doris, that after all the spells are used up, it will reconstitute itself someplace else. And I always try to find it. Well, one of the other ways that it can kind of get back into the wild, as it were, was when the user dies. And well, he hadn't had it that long, so I was able to recover it. All the spells weren't done. And with the explosion and everything, I kind of figured this, that's what happened to him.
Sonny, do you trust me?
Yeah, kinda.
Sonny, things are different. That time is different. You know way more about this stuff than we do. I'm sure you've seen almost everything in your time. This isn't right. This didn't originally happen. That
All right.
wave altered something, Sonny. This didn't happen.
All right, look, let's say for argument's sake that you're right, that some big cowabunga wave messed everything up. So what? What now? I mean, I still got a shop to run, and you've got, it's like, what, new recruits to train? Like, what do you want from me?
And I feel like, let me know if I'm wrong, Keeper, but I feel like at this point my phone would beep and I would look at it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Speaking of new recruits, it looks like Fiona's awake.
Oh, good. Oh, I was nervous about that for a minute there. She was looking real
And-
peaked in the car.
And she knows how to use emojis. Wow.
Oh, I'm so proud of her. What'd she send?
She sent, and I just like show her what her sent, what she sent, and just say it. I don't know what these two are for, but yeah. Wow.
Hear Sonny go, yeah, roller coaster. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, tropical fish roller coaster, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, powerful sorcerers. I get it, right?
Yeah.
Sonny,
Still
I'm
don't
gonna-
explain why she. That makes. I don't like that at all.
Sonny,
What?
I'm gonna go get her. Okay, I'm gonna go get her.
All right, have fun.
And I teleport away.
So he looks at these two people he doesn't know. Well, maybe, yeah. He goes, all right. So are you looking for anything in particular? Look around. Maybe we can make ourselves a deal.
Well, I just got a couple more questions actually. Because I am an original member. I came along with Q. This here's Gates, but and he's pretty new, but I used to know you.
All right.
And you've been to my house. And my main problem right now, besides the fact that I seem to have been left behind by time somehow, is my friend Rosalita's gone. She's my ghosty friend. But I had a question.
All right.
So I found her out in the desert about 10 years back now. If per se someone got deleted from a timeline, would Rosalita also be back where she was originally?
Oh, you like cause and effect, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if in this version of the world you never were here, never had, like, what is it you said you could do again?
Talk to ghosts.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's right. You get the touch. So if no one came and got her, then she's probably still there,
Oh,
reliving
okay.
whatever horrors that ghosts relive.
Oh, poor thing. Well,
As long as she don't get tired or hungry or anything.
well, yeah, but I mean, I when I met her the first time, she was in such a bad state, and she was rather happy out at Sunset House with me. So I just feel bad that there was an extra 10 years of her suffering, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I get that. Some people just need to suffer, though. You know what I'm saying? He winks at you.
No, I have no what? No.
Oh, sorry.
Not Rose.
Old occupation. Anyway, yeah, little demon human there. So yeah, I mean, theoretically, you should still go and get it. But so, do you still have your site now?
I do. It seems that I'm the exact same person as I was, but not as many people remember me, including the ghosts in my own home. But they remember me as like an entity in this world, but they remembered me without my sight, which is weird because I've always had it. Like it's a hereditary thing. My mama had it, my grandma had it, everybody had it.
Did it ever skip a generation?
Not that I know of, not for the girls. If you're a boy, you can't do it, but it's on the matrilineal line.
Right. Suki, I want you to persuade someone.
Okay.
Or manipulate
Okay.
someone, rather.
Let's see. Okay, it's not bad. I add a sharp to that, correct?
Charm.
Charm. Well, I have 0 charm.
False.
So that is an 8.
8.
That's actually really surprising that you have 0 charm.
I know, right?
I know. I needed the +1 tough because I didn't want to be like a one-hit wonder, you know?
Mhm.
Like old ladies go down hard.
Yeah.
Like it's a one and done most of the time.
All once and you did.
Yeah.
He says, maybe we can strike a bargain here, Sook.
All right. What's your idea? What's your thinking? I'll listen to anything once.
So you talk to ghosts, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. There's this one ghost I've been trying to find.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Is his name Ralph?
Yeah, how'd you know that?
I know him. Well, I used to know him back in my old timey thing. I don't know if he'll recognize me anymore.
Huh.
But yeah,
you-
but actually, I guess that wouldn't work if we're on a new timeline. But that's the thing. I can prove my existence. If Ralph remembers me, I can prove my existence that I knew him and that I was on the same timeline because we morphed back to 1945 and he was alive back then and he saw us.
All right. You get him to come by and see me. And yeah, I'll accept that. Because listen, Suki, I'm not saying that somebody changed something to hurt you specifically. I'm just saying that if they did, maybe they thought you were real important. Maybe they thought that the team would collapse without you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that could be a possibility. And he's staring at me when he says that. And he says, what about you there, Gates, right? You need anything?
No, I'm good.
I got a guitar here that's haunted by the spirit of Jimi Hendrix. But anybody who plays it plays beautifully.
Oh, I'm not picking up any new talents recent in my present state.
He kind of looks you up and down and is like, oh, that is weird. All right.
What's weird?
Oh, no, you just chock-a-block full of personality, ain't you?
I mean, once you get to know me, I'm pretty much the same guy that you are talking to right now.
Yeah, pretty much, I'm sure. Q, you appear in the kitchen of Sunset House, and you hear like that familiar and that golden light for just a moment. and you kind of look up over, well, I'm guessing you made yourself some tea eventually, and you're still kind of like getting kinks out, and you look up and Q's standing kind of just off to your right hand side, kind of looking to see where you're at.
Oh, hello, in here.
Hey,
Are-
are you okay? You kind of went down pretty hard.
Yeah,
You're right.
I feel that. I think I'm okay. I might need a little bit more recovery time, but where is
All
everyone?
right.
You okay?
I need to give you a quick rundown before I take you to see my friend. A friend?
You're slipping. Wow. See,
Stop it! You're not here. Hush.
By the
All of
way,
you.
that's how corruption starts. Slow and steady.
Oh,
Slow
God,
and
I hate
steady.
it.
Starts with friendship.
And I look at Fiona. All right, that before I say anything, do you have any idea what you shielded us from? Any idea at all?
I have some idea.
You felt it before it came.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fiona, you can investigate a mystery if you like.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll do it.
I would love for you to know this.
Honestly, me too.
No pressure or anything.
11.
Ooh. You can hold 2, and you get your special extra bonus question if you still have forensic divination of what magic was done here, unless you changed it.
No, I kept it. It's useful.
Okay. It agreed.
We'll start with that one. What
Yeah,
magic?
what magic was done here? Yeah. What magic was done here? That was probably the biggest big magic you have ever seen.
Hmm.
And from what you can tell, its effect was massive. We're talking possibly the whole country, if not the whole world. It wasn't time magic. Someone was tinkering with the source code of reality.
The Matrix is real. Sorry.
To put it in our like meta terms, somebody was playing with the reality stone. It's like that.
And I know that for sure.
Yes. But something of that scale,
Mhm.
because you don't think it was all encompassing, changing everything. They could have been doing something small, but the scope is what makes you think that. I mean, it would have taken a ton of people to do it based on the way you do things. You have 2 other questions. What happened here? What sort of creature? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What's being concealed here?
What's it going to do?
What it's going to do is rewrite reality based on the change that was made. You think that part of why you had such a bad reaction to that spell, even though you were shielded, is that the 4 of you were not changed, but the world around you was. And so there was a misalignment. And so whatever version of you that existed in this world already got recalibrated to you. The same as everybody else, but they all lived in town. That's why no one remembers everything the same way. But the rest of the team was more or less okay because the change was small. Yours was the biggest change.
And I know mine was.
Yes, yours was the biggest change.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's not that like the change was you, the change was made, and the ripple to everyone else was pretty short. Yours was a big ripple.
Yeah, I wonder why though, like how. What's being concealed here is my last question.
You think you could probably figure out the epicenter.
Oh, okay.
It would take you like some downtime, like not like a day, but like an hour with like a map or like Google Maps or something. And based on like the speed and stuff, you think you could figure out its origin point.
Okay. Cool. A lot of information.
It is.
I'm
But I will say
processing
this.
because
I will say this because that's what's being concealed, not what you know. It was close. The epicenter was close.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I tell Q kind of what I know. So I tell you,
Okay.
whatever it was huge. It's the biggest thing I've ever felt in my life. I felt it coming from literally a mile away. Everything in my body stood up. But after that, I mean, I remember trying to cast something, but then I'm out cold. I don't remember.
You
anything.
did it. No, you put up like some kind of like diamond shield or something.
That.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So you said it's close. Like
Yeah.
you felt that the starting point was close.
Yeah. And it must have taken a whole league of people to do what was done.
Wow, that's big.
Is everyone else okay? Like, what has anything changed?
So everyone that you shielded is fine. We're still us, but Suki, in this alternate world, her powers got erased and her history got erased, and she never met us in this time. And I guess she still lives here, but the ghosts here, and I think one is missing or something. Like they've never talked to her, they've never known her to be able to talk to them. So it's like she got completely erased from the team. I don't know about Gates. I haven't even tried to look into anything with me. And but I just, and Sunny said something about you. And I like look at her.
I have a feeling
Sunny
something
said,
happened.
yeah.
And
Sunny said that. Go ahead.
I just look at my phone, but I don't know how to use it well. So I don't know like what to look for. So I'm just staring at my screensaver, which is a photo of a hot air balloon.
Nice.
Sunny said, you in this, I guess, alternate time world, you're the head sorceress of the Obsidian Order.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh,
So now I'm wondering, is there two yous? Like, is there this current you and there's this future you that never came back with us to this time? I'm confused. There's just a lot of stuff happening. I got to get you to see Sunny. And oh, by the way, Sunny also said, after I mentioned your name, because I guess he is very familiar with you, he asked us all if we had a death wish for being around you. So I don't know what's I don't know, but we need to go. Are you ready to go right now?
Yeah. Well, hold on. And like, I try to find like a tumbler and I like pour some tea in it and I take it with me.
Yeah, there's a whole, I'm going to guess, Bridget, an entire cabinet just full of mugs and travel mugs. It takes you about 30 seconds to find like a lid and a mug that match, for the tumblers. At least that's how it works at my house.
There's no sense of order in the tumbler cabinet. You just reach in and hope for the best.
I mean, the name tumblers right there is like a dryer of mugs, just turning and
Exactly.
turning.
Normally Rosalita would help, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to go back out to the desert.
I picked out a tumbler that has a crab on it with a cigarette that says "Life is fucking relentless" because I have a mug like that, and this is what you'd.
So
One
does
more
Suki.
time, but in a French accent this time, please. All right, so
I put one hand on her and we
you guys
teleport back.
You guys appear back in Sunny's just to see Sunny like holding up like this piece of jewelry to like Gates, and like it looks like Gates like slowly reaching for it, and the vamp happens, like snaps out of it, and Sunny's like, Oh, hey, welcome back. You crossed the line. And he stands up and jumps
relax.
on top of the
Hey,
counter.
No,
His shirt
relax.
burns off. His skin
Relax.
turns red.
No,
the horns grow.
Sonny,
And
stop.
Cloven hoofs hits the ground, and he's 7 feet tall, and he grabs Fiona by the neck. In my space.
No.
I have permission to enter. He's choking you, Fiona.
I'm gonna try an attack and try to disable him. So I'm gonna do some like electricity is gonna come from the core of my body and down his arms. And I'm gonna try-
Look at Gates. He's like, I ain't involved in this at all.
Just pressed against the wall, like.
And that Jimi
I was
Hendrix
having a
guitar is like
nice
right next
life.
to you. You're all, wait, no.
Yeah.
All right, roll it. This is kick some butt, I'm guessing, with your magic stuff.
Did
Hell
not see this
yes,
coming.
dude.
100%. Did not see this coming. 1,000%.
Put two demons in the same room, Q.
9.
Demon. I'm supposed to know.
I got a 9.
9. Nice. Okay, what's the effect?
There could have been brotherhood. I don't know.
What do you mean? What is the effect? Sorry.
Is this an attack from your magical spells stuff?
Yes, a blast.
So blast, electric, what's the harm?
Yeah, 2 harm.
2 harm. Is there anything else in the tags? Like holding or something like that?
No, just a blast. Well, actually, would a disable be a hold?
Let's say this. We'll say that he's stunned. I like that.
Okay.
So you kind of grab his arm on either side, and electricity just shoots through him, and he roars and throws you into one of the glass cases, and you take 1 harm, not armor defeating, as he's on the ground. And you see his muscles all red and rippling, like shaking as the electricity is like coursing, trying to find an exit out of his body. You have a moment here before he rallies back.
Sonny, no, stop.
I'm gonna try a hold spell.
Use
My little bubble cone thing.
Yeah, use
I'm gonna
magic
try
to hold specific person or monster or bystander.
And can I help out with that?
Absolutely.
He wouldn't happen to be standing on a rug or anything, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a Persian.
Okay, great. I'm gonna jinx that rug.
Nice.
And I'm gonna pull it out from under him so he kind of again cartoonishly falls over.
Okay, so here's my question: are you rolling jinx or are you rolling help out?
Ooh, I guess technically it would be help out more than jinx because I wanna help her to hold him.
Okay, go ahead and roll use magic, Fiona.
11.
11, excellent. So 11, it works perfectly without any effect, and this is the bubble again.
Yeah.
Great. Suki, do you? I'll let you change your move if you want. You can go back to the jinx if you want.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'll go back to jinx then, and I'll I don't know. I'll jinx him to get sort of stuck in in the bubble in between the counter and one of the other display cases, so he's just kind of stuck.
Nice. Okay. And do you have to roll for jinx?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and roll for that.
Well, that was a 3 on the die, and it's weird, so it's a 6.
6, mark experience. You try to maneuver him like closer to this like kind of like corner you mentioned, just as the bubble goes on, and you can see that indeed he's on the ground, kind of still like on all fours, like downward dog yoga pose, and the bubble goes around, but one of his arms is outside the bubble and it's like scratching the ground as he's trying to get out. And
it says you get to hold 2 over me.
No problem. All right, he's bound for a moment. He took a little harm, but you, Fiona, I think you would have a good sense that was more like a love tap that you gave him than anything that's going to take him down. And this is the first time the whole team has seen him in anything close to his true form, other than Suki once in a vision. And he appears to be fierce and very like typical demon look. Like there's like the kind of curved back horns, still the same greased back hair, all red skin, kind of like almost Incredible Hulk torn pants, cloven hooves. His shoes went somewhere. His bright yellow shirt that says Sunny's Pond got incinerated. But as big as he is, he still looks smaller than the demon you met that dwells inside Fiona.
Sonny, calm down. Sonny, calm down. I didn't bring her here to fight. This is not the same Fiona. It's not the same Fiona. It's different.
And I was kind of pissed off, so it can be though.
Fiona, stop.
I was going to say manipulate someone, but never mind now. He's like,
different Fiona. Different time. Not the same Fiona.
Doesn't feel like it. What are you doing bringing another demon in my space?
Aren't you only, I look at Fiona, aren't you only like half? You're just half, right?
No, I mean, I'm full demon.
You hear Sonny laughing. You didn't tell them.
Tell us what, Fiona?
He looks at
Fiona.
you, still like kind of like struggling against this. And he looks at you, Fiona, and he speaks in demon tongue. And I'll text you what he says. The rest of you hear something that sounds like your ears want to bleed.
Are we out? Okay. All right. Okay. We have obviously gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Or hoof.
Gates, now is just not the time for that.
I mean, is there ever really a time for any of this that happens?
Well, look, okay. So, golly, I just wish we could prove that we're us.
He believes us. It's just Fiona.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
There's just so much context that is now missing that I used to have with him, and I could say to him, now he doesn't remember.
And Fiona, you can absolutely speak back.
Okay.
You've never had opportunity, never had reason to do so in the last while, but yeah, you know how to.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
And you can either send it to me or you can, we can trust our players not to metagame. Either way you want to do it.
I love secret notes. I'm fine with secret notes. Whisper,
Yeah,
whisper,
and
whisper.
as I do this though, sorry, I'm trying to find the right. There is one specific filter I want to use while I'm speaking demon.
Where this game is going is so wild.
I did not expect any of it.
Do you guys remember when we were talking about pancakes like last year?
Yeah, pancakes
was
and
that?
like cinnamon rolls.
We were
Mhm.
scaring
Fine.
truckers and just having a good time.
And stealing their
now-
leftovers. Yeah, now.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, she's got a filter going. Oh my gosh.
And-
He's doing the
And-
thing.
and
He's doing
as-
the thing.
And as she's speaking out in this demon tongue again, I'm like, what the fuck?
I hate this. I hate this.
Infernal voice. And as I'm speaking this, it's like very guttural, and my eyes just like the pupils expanded to completely cover my eyes. So my eyes
Yeah.
are totally black.
Do you want to give us a little bit of it?
A demon voice?
Sure. Why not? We're here now. Let's do it.
No, not full infernal. No. I'll sound so dumb and ruin this whole
Yeah. So you guys, you're like, listen, you're trying to convince him, Quavon, and you see, you glance over to Fiona, like, no, it's not the same one. And her pupils expand till her eyes are all black, and she's all. And what's interesting is that she opens her mouth, and that's what comes out. Her lips aren't articulating it. It's just like a megaphone opens, and that emerges from somewhere deep in her.
And after I say that, I do like kind of come like there's color that flushes back to my cheeks, and my eyes are like hazel green again. And I say to everyone else, the demon took over my body as punishment. I am both full human and I'm full demon.
What'd you do to get taken over by a demon?
It's technically a passenger too.
We're like,
Oh, twinsies.
yeah.
Twinning.
All right. I don't know what was said, but are y'all cool now? Are we done?
And I look over at the demon.
Sonny looks at me and looks at you and says, all right. You say you're different. Make me an oath. Prove. So he is asking you to enter into a magical contract with him where if you break the contract, he gets something from you. So it would be a typical structure would be something like, I solemnly swear this fact is true. And if you ever break that fact, the pre-arranged condition that he gets to name becomes his.
Who is he talking to? Me or
He's
Fiona?
talking to Fiona.
Yeah, I agree to it.
Okay.
So you have to say it. You have to say
Yeah.
the words. We want to hear it.
Yeah. So you want him to accept what from you, and if you ever take that back, and in this context, that would be make the thing you said a lie. Then he's going to name a price from you, and the laws of magic bind him to pick something of equal value and of similar nature. So what's the statement that he has to accept as true?
Shoot, we're trying to prove that we're like who we say we are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, what you texted me in demon speech is not bad.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
All right, go ahead and read it then. Maybe just the first two sentences.
I'm a different Fiona from a different timeline. I'm not the one that you know, and you have no reason to fear me.
If you break our bargain, you will tell me where Ambrose sleeps.
Fine.
And he says, fine. And he gestures and your barrier spell goes away and he stands up. And it's like, and he shrinks down. His skin gets that olive color again. Still no shirt, still is buff, broken pants, barefoot now. And he's like, I got more clothes in the back. Hold on. And he walks back to the back room. You hear like scuffling and him muttering and something that sounds like Italian. Could be Latin, you're not sure. And he's looking for a new shirt.
The second he starts to like walk away, I just dart my eyes at Fiona, and I'm just like, it's like you can tell that I want to say something, but there's just so much on my mind that I can't pick what to say first.
And as you're doing that, I like pick up the broken tumbler and I look at Suki and I'm like, I promise I'll replace it. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay, baby. That was a Florida purchase anyway. That's all good. Don't worry. Got a Boca Raton.
Yeah, he comes back in, putting on another medium yellow shirt, wearing flip-flops, and he's
How
like,
many of those do you have? Does that happen often? Where you burn off your own shirt? Do you need like a coterie of the same shirt?
I got a whole box. They're a very popular item, all right?
All right.
I got erased from the timeline. All I got was a shirt. All right, listen. All right, Q, don't be bringing people in here of questionable celestial origins without my permission again, all right?
I didn't know.
She and I are kind of good, but I'm still kind of ticked at you.
That's actually kind of normal.
Mm-hmm. Like if your sugar mama ever comes and visits us, you don't bring her here, all right? You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
That's right.
I don't know.
I also love that you didn't disagree with me because you know it's true. Anyway.
Angel Guardian Sugar Mama.
Moving on.
So
Look. So
I'm beginning
before you
to
even say
believe
anything,
that you guys are from someplace else. I will accept the ridiculous story face value. The question begs, what now?
First question is, so is there two Fionas now? This one and like the one that's always been here?
He looks at Fiona and says, I don't know. Do you feel like there's two of you?
Mm,
And Fiona, based on what I told you before, this world's Fiona got retconned into you.
yeah. 'Cause this is
So wherever she
my
was
space for
when things changed, she was just suddenly now where you are. And people are probably now looking for her. It occurs to you for the first time.
Is there a way I can cast a spell where I can search that Fiona's memories?
Oh, yes. Yes, you can. I think use magic and see another time or place would be a great way to do that. Yeah, because
Magic is
you
wild.
cast us before your character was a PC, was an NPC. She did something very similar to the whole team back in 1945. This is less intense, but yeah, I think you could probably figure out a way to kind of look for alternate memories. I like that.
If this other Fiona is like as old as I am,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm trying to figure out at what point, like why the timeline thing happened, like what was the purpose of the change, and I'm
Okay.
wondering, like, where did it start with me? Like, when do my memories start diverting?
Where do they diverge? Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to find
Yeah,
out.
love it. Go ahead and roll use magic. And if anybody wants to help her in some way, feel free. Some of you have
Oh.
mind power. Some of you have history with searching through forgotten memory as of someone else.
I'm going to put a glowing hand on her shoulder as she starts to think, and I'm going to try to boost her magic with my divine stuff.
Sweet, because I need it. I rolled an 8.
8. So, okay. Q, roll help out. Suki, Gates, you guys want to do anything?
I guess I'll sort of help her out generally in a telepathy sort of way, sight sort, just lending my magic.
Yeah, I would say roll help out, Gates.
Cool.
Fiona, I don't know if this will help, but I tend to, do this kind of frequently. Maybe I'm an expert. But if there's a way for me to mimic how I tap into my passenger,
Yeah.
and you take on that, it might make you remember who you were before. Yeah, it sounds confusing, but it just works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't premeditate this, but this is what I'm hearing. She's going to cast the spell for intention. Q is going to be the power source. Suki, as typical, is going to be the connective tissue. And Gates will be the cruise director because he is used to this kind of activity. So we have a navigator.
Team effort.
Yeah, we have a navigator, a rudder,
I'm
a
very
captain,
old. It's a lot of memories.
and a boatswain.
So for help out,
So help out from Gates and Q. A plus weird roll for Suki. You can keep your same roll, but you add plus weird instead.
Oh, golly.
I have
Are they all going to see into my memories with me?
That depends on what the roll is.
Okay, hopefully.
Mine's a 13.
So I will say before I give you my number that I do have advanced help out. I don't exactly know what that entirely gives me, but I do have advanced help out.
Interesting.
And I rolled a total of a 9.
Okay, so help out advanced only helps on a 12 plus.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right.
Okay, so that's going to give her 8 to be a 9. Gates, what'd you get?
A 6.
Okay.
Suki got a 13.
Got me a 13 now. That's all right. I'll tell Gates.
All right. I need you to choose a glitch, Fiona. The effect is weakened, short duration, harm, problematic side effect. Yeah.
Problematic side effect.
Mm-hmm. You all
nickname
get to
in high school.
see this memory.
Ugh.
Okay.
Oh no.
I apologize for
I'm not
every
ready.
demon annihilation that you witness.
The first memory is you going about your duties at the Obsidian Order. And after a few moments of just looking at the decor, like the clock on the wall and some other context clues like a vehicle outside, you realize it's the 40s. And at first, Fiona, you're just like, this is just like a normal day. And then you realize that this is the day that Ambrose sent you to Albuquerque because he got a call of someone calling in a favor. And you go to bed that night in your own bed and you never go to Albuquerque. And then the memories continue as you defeat finally in a arena of testing the current head, the head that you know of sorcery and magic for the Obsidian Order. And it leaves your old master somewhat emaciated, but you're victorious and you take his mantle. And then you see bits and pieces of what looks like 60 years of the Department of Magic under your rule and your control as you and Ambrose and the other heads of the Obsidian Order take care of issues and hotspots around the world that threaten the existence of the people of the daylight, humans. So to answer your question, you never went to Albuquerque and you stayed and you rose in the ranks until the last day. You see the most recent memory is you were in a meeting with a couple of figures and they're all kind of shadowed. The only figure you can see clearly is Ambrose, 12 years old, sharp black suit. And then a blast hits and your memories go dark. And everyone got to see that.
Did you do to him? The previous guy before you took over. What was that?
You would know that occasionally there's like challenges to leadership.
Yeah.
And it's not only is it part of like magical structure, but also part of like the standard operating procedures for advancement in the Obsidian Order. And you got to a point where you thought you could take them. And you did. And as a result, just in the course of the battle, they're not to the death or anything, but the magical backlash of this last spell you used on him left one side of his body emaciated and weakened, almost like people who suffer from polio, where the arm is shriveled and the face is kind of haggard and the chest of muscle not developed and he can't walk on that leg anymore. He's still alive, still works in the order, but he's no longer the head.
Huh.
How come you never went to Albuquerque? If Ambrose asked you, how come you never went?
He never asked in the memory.
Oh, he never asked. Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
thought
that day was like any other.
like any other day.
Huh.
And I look to Gates. Is it always like that when you think back on things with your passenger?
Usually not that much. I get like bits and pieces, like glimpses, but not a whole like life. That was a lot.
Sorry, I'll explain the spoon collection another time. I think it was that thorough because Suki, you're pretty much the conductor for the power, and Q's help, I think it was, it was able to be a little bit more in depth, but I don't know. I don't think the answer was in my timeline really of why this happened. I'm curious as to why, Suki, I heard your powers are are gone?
Well, they never existed in this timeline.
Huh.
So, well, you came to Albuquerque because we called Ambrose. And if we never called Ambrose, then that's what would have happened to you. So on this timeline, we didn't go back to 1945.
Sonny's like, not to interrupt your prayer circle or whatever, but what was that just now? What was all that?
Oh,
Because you guys just like let us pray and like grabbed hands and started glowing, and then gonna cover. You're like, spoons. What the heck was that about? And he's all, excuse me, no rituals in the office. All right, what the fluff was that?
It was we were just helping her try to remember something, and we got it.
It's kind of our thing. I can also read people's minds.
He gives you a hard look, like, try it, and or which means don't.
I know. I was like, don't you tempt me, Sonny. I'll try it. I've seen terrible things.
I can't even. Okay, listen. Let me go
I
there.
know.
I'm just like, I don't want to narrate that.
Really bad. Yeah.
People go on sabbatical because they're burnt out. Just saying. He's like, but wait, but that, what was all that? Because that was kind of a spell, but it wasn't. How does?
Yeah. So, it's kind of our like it's like a party trick sort of thing. Well, we got a party line set up between all of us, so all of us can like hear each other's thoughts as long as someone, as long as the information sort of goes through me. So I'm kind of the connective tissue. Q here, he gives us like a boost, and Gates knows how to have a passenger and look through passengers' memories, so that's what he did. So it's sort of a kumbaya moment, if you would.
So do you guys do that a lot?
Yeah. It's kind of how we operate.
And we can also amplify each other.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
So you're telling me, Suki, that now you're in a world where you couldn't do that?
Certainly seems like it. Certainly seems like that's something that someone doesn't want me doing, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's a thinker. And Q, your phone rings.
I look before I answer it. I look at who's calling me.
You know who's calling you.
Hello.
Q, hey, you guys done? Because so I was here and doing some stuff, and so we got another one.
You got another one, Chet?
Yeah. So I was doing like the whole, information sifting things. Like I posted about it. You didn't check your Instagram? Like,
no,
we've got another weird thing happening, man. You should probably go check it out.
Where?
Just like get over here with the new guy and check your Instagram, man. Come on. Like I made that for you so you would have things to. Do you just hang up?
I hang up
because I see you take your thing away from your phone. He's still just talking. Like you can hear it from the little speaker. You don't put him on speaker or anything.
I go to my Instagram and I will go right to his ABQ weird page.
Yeah, weird ABQ on Instagram. And those who are watching, it's really there.
Weird ABQ. It's been a while since we did this. And I'm gonna look at his post.
Is this a real thing?
This is a real thing. This is a real IG. A balloon that's been damaged.
Yeah, it was a joke that sort of metasized itself.
Oh no.
Yeah. We made one joke about
I'm like, he's looking
Instagram.
at his phone awfully a lot for like a quick
for a gag. No, this is not a gag. I am very extra.
Keeper, do I know what building that is?
Yeah, that's the Hot Air Balloon Museum. And the post reads, a balloon has been damaged by an ancient weapon. #WeirdABQ. And that is where we end our episode.
Oh
my God.
Because apparently in this reality, that's still a thing.
Just a thing.
Yeah, Instagram's still a thing. Rip.
I love it. I love it.
All right, let's go ahead and call our winner. Congratulations. Get us in the Discord, and I will do my best not to wait a week to send you those dice. My apologies to other winners who may have waited a little bit. Sorry about that. Life's weird, but not as weird as Albuquerque is. So please join us next week. Same day, Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/Fable42. And until then, Albuquerque is a weird place. Let's keep it that way. Bye.
Or not. Let's try this.
Bye.